Hello everyone, welcome back to AZ Tech. My name is Haroon and today I have three devices here for you. The first one here is the Nexus 6P, the second one here is the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, and we have the LG G4. Today I'll be doing a quick comparison and speed test between three devices, and we'll see which one comes up on the top. First of all, let's talk about the specs quickly. The Nexus 6P device here has a Snapdragon 810 processor, 3 gigs of RAM. It has a 5.7-inch Quad HD display, Super AMOLED, and that's it for this device. The second device here, Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, similar to the Nexus. It has a 5.7-inch Quad HD display, also Super AMOLED, and it has Samsung's own Exynos processor, which is octa-core, and it also comes with 3 gigs of RAM. Next, we have the LG G4. In this device, we have Snapdragon 808 processor, and it also has 3 gigs of RAM, 5.5-inch IPS LCD display. So that was just a quick spec comparison for our speed test. Let's go ahead and do a speed test for these devices. So before I go ahead and do this, let me just mention that these Nexus here runs Marshmallow 6.0.1. Let's see if I can open it for you here. So we have Android 6.0.1 here for you, right here, and then the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus device, I believe, runs Android 5.1.1 right here. So yeah, that's Android 5.5.1 on the Samsung device, and on the LG we have, I believe, 5.1.1 as well. Let me just quickly go into the settings and make sure so you guys can have a good idea in case the OS has anything to do with performance. I highly doubt that, by the way. So this one has 5.1 Android version. So let's just get into the comparison here for these three devices. Just going to turn down the brightness here. I'm quickly going to clear all recent apps just to make sure everything is fair, nothing's been preloaded on the device. So yeah, you have to manually do it on the Nexus, and while the other two support clear all button where you can just easily clear off all the apps. So let's go into the comparison now, speed test. So let's start with opening the um, calendar app here. I'm gonna try and see if I can do this all at the same time. So I think the Samsung here opened the app faster. So while I'm doing this, let me just remind you that there's two ways I'm going to be doing this. First, I'm going to open all these apps, and then I'm going to open them again to see how well they multitask as well. So here's the third app, and I'll let you guys be the judge on this. I believe it was the Samsung here as well this time. Now let's try the Maps app. Sorry, I've pressed this first. We can do that again, but we'll skip that for now. Let's go to the YouTube app. It's pretty hard to press them all at the same time. So this time, Samsung S6 Edge was slightly ahead of the Nexus 6P. Not a huge difference. LG G4 was still behind. Then we have the Google Play Music, and the LG loaded first. And let's just skip this as well. So now we have the Facebook app. Okay, so I actually didn't notice which one was faster. I'm pretty sure you guys did. Let's see which one is faster when you open the phone app. Sorry, I missed this. All right, so this is pretty tough to press all of them at the same time. Let's do Instagram now. So the Nexus 6P here was the fastest. Then we have the Play Store. Again, the Nexus 6P takes this. Let's open Chrome. So the LG G4 was the slowest. I'm not sure which one came fastest. Let's load a website here. So I have the desktop version running on these two. We'll load the desktop version here as well. And then let's just keep it in memory and go back. Let's open the camera apps. So it's hard to tell just because the background here is covered, but they all are pretty fast in opening the camera app as well. Let's do email now. These are all the Gmail apps. So these two open at the same time, whereas the LG G4 was slightly behind. Let's do the Zedge app now. So the Samsung was first here as well. So that was the first round, and I think most of it went to the Samsung and the Nexus. LG4 was slightly behind. We're gonna go through this again and see which of the apps were preloaded. So this time the Nexus was, first opened the app really quickly. Second was Samsung, and then we had LG. Let's go and check out the Drive app. Oops. So let's do this again. So again, these were already preloaded. LG G4 just came in slightly behind. Let's do the Google Map app. There we go. So Samsung loaded the app first, but it appeared on the Nexus 6 first. Then we have the YouTube app. This time I'm going to do something different. So Nexus 6P came in first, then the Samsung, and then the LG. Let's play a video here. Um, so I don't think it matters which video is playing. It's just randomly choose a video. I'm going to pause this here. We're going to come back to this in the third round. Now let's go to the Google Play Music. Again, Nexus was ahead, then second Samsung, and then LG. And now let's go to Facebook. Nexus, then LG, and then we have, I believe, the Samsung. Let's go to a certain post here and see if it stays on that post when we come back. And we're gonna skip the phone app and we'll go straight to Instagram. So the Nexus loaded much quicker. Let's go to a different section here and let's see if we can come back to this in the third round. Then we have the Google Play Store. Oops, I messed up again. Now to do this again, don't worry, there's going to be a third round. So here, these two loaded first. Well, to be fair, I just clicked on them a few minutes ago, so a few seconds ago. Let's open an app here. Let's go with any app and see if it keeps it in memory. We'll go to the Zedge app now. I missed this one again, but we'll catch up in round 3. I'm going to open a random wallpaper here and just see if it stays loaded. Okay, so this is the third round. Let's try to get this right this time. So I'll let you guys be the judge of this. Google Drive, Nexus, Samsung, LG. All right, so then we have the Maps app. Wow, this is the hardest thing I've done, pressing 3 buttons at the same time. Wow. All right, so Let's see if the YouTube app stays open. So the Nexus loaded first, and it's still where it was. Second was the Samsung. It took a while, but it came back to the same page. But the LG didn't load the same video again. So that's something to note. Let's do Google Play Music one more time. Nexus, Samsung, LG. All right. So next we have the Facebook app. There we go. I believe it was the Nexus, LG, and then Samsung. Samsung reloaded the page, went all the way up, whereas the other two stayed on the correct places. Let's do Instagram, see if it retained its place in memory. So the Nexus 6P device did, LG did not, and neither did the Samsung device. That's another thing to note. Now let's go to the Play Store. So Nexus, LG, and Samsung. I think Nexus and LG were really close this time. The LG device has a different animation, so it takes longer, I guess. But nonetheless, it loaded the page faster than the Samsung phone. Whoops. So I've messed up this one, but let's do it anyway. I already knew the Nexus would win this round anyway, but that was first here. All of them didn't load the page again, so that's a good thing. Then we have finally the Zedge app. Let's see if it kept the app memory. So we had the Nexus. This one definitely didn't, and neither did the LG. So that concludes the speed test on these devices. I think that gives you a pretty good idea of where these devices stand. If I were to declare a winner, it would definitely be the Nexus device here. Not only is it the fastest to opening most of the apps, except in some situations where the Samsung was slightly faster, but it also kept the apps in memory for longer, and even in the second or third try, it didn't reload most of the apps. The Samsung, a close second, a really great device as well. The only issue with this is it keeps reloading apps in the background. That's a huge issue for me personally, just because I switch between apps a lot, and I don't like to have to go back to the same spot I was before. And so that's where the Nexus has a huge edge on it. LG G4, I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping that it would perform better than the Samsung phone here, but it didn't. It was the slowest of the three, but nonetheless, in terms of performance, in terms of how well the phones perform on a day-to-day basis, there's no difference, and there shouldn't be any issues. When you have this device with you, you're not going to notice how slower, fast the phone opens the apps unless you're comparing it to another smartphone device. So you can't go wrong either way. They're all three great devices, but the winner would definitely be the Nexus 6P. And that's it for this video today. If you have any questions, please post them on the video below. I'd definitely love to answer them. And if you would like to see something different, please do comment as well. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Do like the video. And also, I have a Facebook page. The link is in the description below. Do like the Facebook page as well. And that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.